Hey, my name's Gazbon, and this is my Zodiac deck profile. This was a video I had promised a while ago, however I've been very busy with some real life stuff, such as moving again, upgrading my PC, and buying new equipment such as a microphone to improve the sound quality of my videos. The Cyber Dragon deck is almost finished, if you've been watching my Sealed Only series. I just need to buy 2 Cyber Dragon Naxtas, however it is rumoured to be in the Battle of Legends Armageddon set, so I hope it is in that set because I have pre-ordered a box to open on the channel. Anyway, with that, I'll be going into the Zodiac deck profile here. This was a deck I actually did build alongside Cyber Dragons, just as a more stun control deck. So let's get right into the deck profile now. I feel I play a very standard Zodiac monster lineup, so 3 Zodiac Fireblades. If you don't know, Zodiac monsters have their own effects, as well as effects when they're attached to Beast Warrior XC's monsters. Fireblade, when normal summoned or special summoned, can discard a Zodiac card to draw a card. This is not once per turn, by the way. It's a very powerful effect. And its XC's material effect, if you want to call it that, is to allow the XC's monsters, when battling, to inflict piercing damage. Next up we have 3 Zodiac Whiptail. This monster effect is to quick effect attach itself as material to any Beast Warrior monster. Kind of like an honest effect, and it's very good in the battle phase. If say you have this and exceeds a monster, you can first attack with this to deal 1200, then attach it as material to the XC's monsters to do increased damage, or to kind of attack again with it. It also has the XC's material effect to banish after battle. This includes if the XC's monster is destroyed by battle. Next up I play 3 Zodiac Ramram. This monster effect is to, when it's destroyed, you can special summon a Zodiac from the graveyard. It's got to be destroyed by card effect or battle, and it doesn't matter what card effect is used. You will see this mainly get blown up by Trident to get its effect off. Its XC's attach effect is not really relevant, however if it's the XC's monster is targeted with a trap, you can detach material to negate the effect, essentially. Next up we have 1 Wrap here. This card's only used at 1, and for that I don't really need to go over the XC's effect. However, its normal summon effect is very strong, being able to Foolish Burial a Zodiac card. The one you'll be sending off mainly is Zodiac Ramram. Next off, I'm going into the hand traps, and there is a lot of hand traps. So I'm only playing 2 Nibiru, a lot of combo decks here, but also you got, a lot of stun control, so I don't really want to max out on 3. And if you saw, I have my 3rd in the side deck. Next up, I have 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs, arguably the strongest hand trap in the game currently. Also playing 3 Effect Veilers, just to stop any Crystron Halki Fibrax combos or combos like that. And 3 DD Crow. There's a lot of decks relying on graveyard resources, so this card can banish those resources if going second. And also 3 Impermanences, just to act as 6 Effect Veilers essentially. Next off, going into the spells, I play 1 Zodiac Barrage, of course, and 3 Fire Formation Tenkis, your most powerful searchers in this deck. I can give your Zodiac cards a little bit of a boost. 3 Pot of Desires, great card for drawing, and 2 Pot of Avarice, great card for recurring resources from the graveyard. Sorry, I had to make a little bit of a cut there, just because of an interruption. However, just wanted to talk a little bit more about these cards. So, Pot of Desires, such a powerful draw card. It was something I only played 2 of in most of my decks, because I didn't really want to draw into a second one. And I've done that lots of times, as I'm sure a lot of you have. However, I came around to the idea of playing 3 because you're more likely to open it, and you're more likely to banish extra copies of Pot of Desires. Only playing 2 Avarices because it can be cloggy, and it is not really an extender as such. Anyway, continuing the deck profile, we're going into the traps. We have 3 evenly matched, I was playing 3 Cosmic Cyclones in the main deck, however, because back row decks are not really prevalent in this meta, I would say. You know, you got more chaos decks that spit out ridiculous monster boards, including stuff like Eldritch as well. This is a really good card to control all that, and I can get rid of those back row heavy decks. We also play 3 Goes in Match. A lot of people will go into cards like Khaki Fabrics, which is water, and only stay on that card. If you flip this turn 1 against them on turn 2, it's just GG really. And to round up the main deck, 1 Zodiac combo. So with that main deck completed, I'm just gonna shuffle these awkwardly in together, because I will be doing a test hand as well. Anyway, let's get into the extra deck next. Okay, so we got the 1 Zodiac Trident, and Trident has an effect where you can detach a material to quick effect, destroy something. Still a really strong effect these days. Also to mention, each Zodiac Xyz monsters gain the attack and defense of each of their material attached to it. Next up, 3 Chuckanine. This can detach a material to special summon a Zodiac from the graveyard. 3 Tiger Mortar. This can detach a material from itself to reattach material from the graveyard to any Beast Warrior Xyz monsters. Then 1 Hammerclong and 1 Borbo. I played 2 Megaclops in my variant just because Eldritch can pop this card with the traps, so I do want to have a second one as backup. And finally, to round off the extra deck, I play 1 number F0 Utopic Future, very good for battle, say against Borrow Sword and Borrow Load, because you can just take those monsters. 1 Daigusto Emerald, just to act as a third pot, or fourth really, because Zodiac combo acts as a pot of avarice, but this is a pot of avarice that you can make. We also got the 1 Mrs. Radiant. Because this deck is full of earth monsters, you can very easily OTK with this card after you summon the Infinite Track anyway, and 1 Firefight Interrumadal to pop Barrage on your side of the field, and any problematic cards can also help you with the evenly match in the main deck. So just quickly pick these cards up now, and I'll be discussing my side deck. While I'm picking these cards up, if you really like this deck profile, please remember to like the video, as it really helps my channel, and subscribe if you want to see more deck profiles from me. I'm thinking of doing a Tenyi deck profile next, so if you're interested, please subscribe. Can't get my words out today. Anyway, into the side deck. It's not a great side deck, but I think it's pretty good, and you'll see my reasoning. 3rd Nibiru, 2 Ghost Ogres. Ghost Ogres is actually a very strong hand trap still. I just like to put it in the side for if I don't need the Nibiru in the main. I could side it out for Ghost Ogre. Then I play 3 Dark Ruler No Mores to shut off those annoying big monster boards. And the 3 Cosmic Cyclones for back row heavy decks. Also playing 3 Judgments, just in case I know I'm going first. And finally, the worst card in the game, so as you saw there, we did a nice pile shuffle of the deck and cut it into 3. Always cut your opponent's deck into 3s. Just do it again just in case. But yeah, let's do a test hand. Okay, this will be a very strong hand if going second with the 2 evenly matched, but we still have options to go first anyway. So we're going to do a first test hand without any interaction from our opponent. First off, we'll fire off the 5 formation Tenyi to search off the rapier. Of course, we've done some searching, so you'd always offer your deck to your opponent to cut. However, since it's a test hand, I'm not going to really do it. I'm just going to stack it. So Ram is there ready for the normal summon of Rat. Effect of Rat to send the Ram to the graveyard. And we can start doing plays. So first of all, go into the Chuckanine and use Chuckanine's effect detach to summon Ram. It's very important that you summon back the Ram first of all. Next off, you want to XC summon over the Choconine, summon the Trident, and use Trident's effect. Detach and Choconine, very important you do it this way as well, to pop with the Ram, because Ram will activate its effect then, to special summon back the Choconine from the graveyard. Next, you want to overlay the Trident into Tiger Mortar, and use Tiger Mortar's effect, detach and Trident. To reattach any from the graveyard, we'll just use Trident on the Choconine for now. Of course, Choconine is not once per turn, so Choconine effects, detach to summon. Then you have your 3 Xyz materials to go into the Megaclops turn 1. Megaclops turn 1, very strong, not many decks can really out it at the moment. Not only that, if you can't, 5 monsters, we can activate the Pot of Avarice, shuffle everything back into the deck and extra deck. And draw 2. Pot of Desires and Furblade. Nice. So we can actually go a little bit further. Evenly matched kind of sucks because we have the 5 formation Tenyi, but we do have Desires, so I'm actually going to activate Desires just to see what we can get off the top. 4, 6, 8, 10, draw 2, see what we banish. Okay, I was actually hoping to get Goes and Match. So see what we drew. We got a Ram and Zodiac combo. Not too bad. I can always set the combo anyway. Make sure we send Desires to graveyard. And we still got 5 in our opening in our hand. And we got a Megaclops, which can't be interacted with our opponent's monster effects. 5 formation Tenyi is there. And we got a Zodiac combo face down. So that was test hand number 1 without any interactions from our opponent. Let's do another test hand with interaction. So we got another quick test hand here. I have given the deck a quick power shuffle. Just giving it one last shuffle and cut into freeze. Okay, let's see what our opening hand is this time. 1 Fireblade, very nice. A Zodiac Barrage, a Desires, and Whiptail. Awesome, really great. I'll just put the deck slightly off screen here, as well as the extra deck. Okay, so this test hand, I'm actually going to play through 1 interaction from our opponent. So we're going to normal summon the Fireblade, attempt to activate the effect, and our opponent is going to Imperm, Ash, Effect Veiler, all those hand traps against us. So, kind of sucks. And of course, don't forget, with Fireblade, if this gets negated, you don't actually have to pay the cost. So, what we can actually do is activate Zodiac Barrage, and use Barrage effect, target itself, to pop itself to summon one from the deck. And we go into Ram. One choose Ram just because we need it for the combo. Of course, we're still playing first, so we plan to make the Megaclops first again. So let's have a look here. I reckon I'm gonna go overlay into Choconine first, then overlay into Trident. What I'm going to do is use the Trident ability, detach Choconine to blow up Ram, and then use Ram effect to bring back Choconine. Then I'm going to go into the Tiger Mortar, over the Trident, and use Tiger Mortar's effect, detach and Trident to reattach it to Choconine, then use Choconine's effect, detach the Trident to special summon the Trident back, and we've got our 3 Xyz material to make the Infinite Track Megaclops. And that was through 1 negate. This deck is surprisingly consistent, has so many 1-card combos. We can still go even further with a Pot of Desires. 6, 8, 10. Of course, our opponent already used the Ash on our Fireblade, so that can go through. Okay, so we've got an Infinite Impermanence, a Tenyi for next turn to search a card. We also got a Nibiru. Nibiru and Megaclops have some really interesting interactions where Of course, Megaclops isn't affected by monster effects, so if we were to use Nibiru, because our opponent summoned 5 monsters, we can summon it without having to tribute our own Megaclops. We'll send Desires to the graveyard, of course. Give our deck a quick shuffle, and let's just see what we draw for next turn, just out of curiosity. A rapier. Well, that's just insane. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this deck profile and really liked these test hands. They were such good test hands to show off. Of course, very consistent in making Megaclops, and just loads of great one-card combos with this deck. That's why I love it so much. It's very simple. But if you did really like it, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. As I said, next week I'll be bringing out a Tenyi deck profile. Until then, stay safe and see you in the next video.